If you work in quality control at a candy factory, you know strict safety regulations come with the job. It's why you partner with Grainger. Grainger helps you find the high-quality and compliant products your business needs to inspect, detect, and help correct issues. And the sweetest part is, everyone gets a product that's as safe to eat as it is delicious. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Yeah, I did it. I absolutely changed that around just so I could get the promo in while Tex and you were here.
And then Tex disappeared.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what the heck, dude? Okay.
So, hey, everybody.
Speak of the devil.
Howdy.
What's going on, guys?
I was stuffing some snuff in my lip, and I don't think everybody wanted to watch that.
Just as long as you don't spit while you're on air.
I do that all the time. What are you talking about?
Don't make me go get the old principal to talk to you, okay? Oh, wait, he's gone. Never mind. He's gone. So, anyway, there was a whole bunch of principals that would have got you at one time or another.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know what was bad? I mean, most of us, if we were dipping in class, we just swallowed it, right?
Oh, yeah.
There was one guy that me and you both know, Randy. I'm not going to.
I don't know who. I'm not. I don't know who you're talking about.
There. He would spit in his hand and then rub it into his jeans.
Okay.
I'm like,
Now I'm trying to think. I would have thought I would have remembered that one. You know, I would have thought I would have remembered that one. All I know is the one time that I smoked for years. The one time I took a true dip was out on our old back area behind the school on one of the swing sets. Me and somebody else sitting out there BSing, and I took a dip of Kodiak.
That's candy.
Well, to me, who had never dipped a day in his life, it sure as heck didn't. And I had it in there, and who should come walking? Here comes the guidance counselor and the principal walking our way. What's the first thing I think of? Down it goes. Let me tell you, what never hit my lips ever again was dip. I was never so sick in my life. Oh, my Lord. Sorry, guys. Chewing tobacco, dip, y'all have at it. Just keep it away from me. I don't think I can stand the smell of it half the time.
I'll be sure and take a big old dip of snuff and give you a big wet sloppy kiss.
Well, you run around with like Stan Hansen used to do in the wrestling ring, with the chaw running down his dadgum lip.
I do not.
I
do not.
You would try it, especially if you knew you were coming after me.
Yeah.
Give me some loving. Oh, anyway, okay. So as y'all can tell, Brandy's taking the day off. She's got to get her stuff ready for her challenging week this week and get ready to come to Texas on this coming week, because you guys are going to be down in San Antonio.
Yes, we are. I've got a travel buddy.
Oh, cool. Who's traveling?
Yeah, Nick is going with me.
Oh, nice.
That's nice. I may try and, if I can squeeze a way to get down there for a day, I want to see if I can get down there, because I talked to Ann the other day. I just see she's going to be there, so go see her, and that's going to be depending on what I can get done, what the honeydews look like. Because I'm also
he don't give a damn about coming, hanging out with me. No. But Ann invites him. Oh yeah.
Hey, wait a second. Wait. Let's think about this for a minute. Jefferson, Alabama. Yeah, no, I've had my fun with you. You're good. You be all right. And plus, but in 2 weeks I'm going to Mineola for the Paracon there, and me and Keith are actually heading to that one. I got a daughter and a boyfriend that are going as well. We're gonna make a weekend at Mineola, and it's gonna be a interesting time, because There's a lot of stuff in Mineola that I'm gonna be taking pictures again. We're gonna look at some evidence when we come back because we got full blown ghost hunts again there as well. So
yeah, I don't know what I've got going on yet. I might make that trip. I don't know yet.
Let me know. Like I said, if nothing else, I'll make you sleep with Keith.
Oh yay!
We're not camping though. We're not going out to the hill and camping, but we'll go out there probably the first night just to say hi to everybody that's out there.
He bunked with me. He bunked with me at Dogman Ranch.
Well, he just may cause you to pay part of your share. How's that? But yeah, no, we're doing the 2-day thing, the Friday night and Saturday, so we'll be there the whole way for it. But it's going to be a blast. I'm going to enjoy it. So
there's a buddy of ours having a crawfish boil in April.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me that offline too, because I don't want to give it away. Then people may start showing up.
Right.
Crawdad time, and I don't say crawfish, I don't say crayfish, I don't say anything like that. I still to this day will always say crawdads.
I still have never tried crawfish ever. I want to try it though. Never tried it.
I gotta. I know. I tell you what, if I can ever get you down here in my neck of the woods again, I'm taking you to this Cajun restaurant over here. That I absolutely love. I haven't had anything that's bad over there at all. Everything's been excellent. And they have great gumbo. They have great crawfish etouffee.
Yeah.
Their boudin is out of this world. They have dirty balls. Again,
when we're talking about Cajun food, and pardon my language, but in our neck of the woods, it's coon-ass food is what it's called. Okay. When you're dealing with that, don't worry about too much about what you're eating, okay? Just eat it, okay?
So is crawfish does it taste like lobster except like mini lobster? That's kind of how I imagine it to be.
It's not too far off. It's a good sweet meat. I mean, it is. It's pretty dang good. It really is.
It's like me. I'm a good sweet meat.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Nice.
I think I'm going to throw up a little bit
I'd
now.
be down for that.
Anyway, okay. Oh, wait, Val, never heard of, oh, hold up, Val. Oh, Val, I'm
never
sorry.
Heard of what?
Never heard of any of those things you rattle off except for the gumbo. Once again.
Jambalaya, gumbo, crawfish etouffee.
Yep.
Dirty rice, boudin.
Boudin is a sausage, just to let you know that. It's got pretty much everything under the sun thrown in it into a sausage casing. So.
Yep.
But anyway, now I'm getting hungry.
There's a lot more bad boudin than there is good boudin.
Oh yeah. There sure is. But guess what? It's still all good eating. It's really the most part of it is all good eating. So, all right, guys. Absolutely. I'm going to shut up on that part now because if I talk about food, I'll take up the whole daggum show. But this one. I believe this one is in an England area. I'm trying to find the actual spot, but either way, a few years ago, this person came to visit me in Michoacan. I don't know if that's up in Canada or on a reservation or something like that. I'm not for sure because I'm looking to see if I see it on here somewhere, but I didn't see it. I think it's Mexico is what I'm thinking it is actually. The more I look at the actual pronunciation. But anyway, sometime later, the friend passed away, so I took photos to remember her. This is one of the photos. You can see a woman in a white dress behind me, and if you look more closely, it looks like her dress doesn't have sleeves. So I'm going to add that up so you can start looking at the first one, okay? Now, they're sitting on the side of a hill. Somebody's taking their picture, obviously, okay?
Right.
According to this, it's worth mentioning that only my two friends and I were at the picture, was there when the picture was being taken. Another friend of mine who took our photo. So you got those two, the friend that took the photo and no one else. Also, to add to the area, a few years ago, bodies of people were killed by the cartel were found in this area. So it's kind of a dumping ground. Okay. Now, of course, they end it with, every time I see the photo, I get chills. Now, I'm just going to say this right now. First of all, why are you taking pictures in a body dumping ground to start with? First right out of the box. And now that I wanted to ask right then, I couldn't find who wrote it because it's one of those that came through one of the groups. And I was like, I want to ask right away, say, why are you in an area where cartels frequent?
Well, to their defense, if they're in Mexico or South Texas,
It's everywhere. Yeah, I know.
yeah,
But still, okay, I understand what she's trying to say. She's trying to say that, okay, we took these pictures to remember her in a place that they used to go all the time type thing. I'm guessing they're back 40 type thing. But as you can see, they're both sitting there. Somebody takes a picture, and there is something up here. And
I definitely see it.
You can see the white. Now, I don't see any spot where I could see sun coming through anything or reflecting off anything at this picture anyway. Now, the next picture is kind of a crop and brings it up a little bit more. And it looks like
I can see it now.
Yeah. Like I said, they made it to where you can see it. They cropped it. And never mind. You mean the red circle. That's right. I forgot. And I didn't put that on there, by the way. But
well, it looks more
look how much clearer it is. Yeah. So that tells me they had to have sharpened the image to start with. But I can see where they would say that there's no sleeves. This could easily be an arm here.
I see a female standing there that's possibly pregnant.
That's kind of what I would thought too. The front looks like she could be with child. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yep.
No sleeves? Maybe not. Maybe it's just a level of manifestation or whatever you want to call it. But I don't see anything that could cause that particular picture or that particular semblance of a human, or it's not pareidolia is what I'm saying.
Well, you could also see that that's a skull right to the left of her too.
That's right over here.
The red circle. No,
right here or right here?
No, to the other left.
Oh, you said left. You said right. You talking about right here?
Left. A little bit further, just outside the red circle. Right there.
Where at?
Right there.
I don't see it.
I'm just saying, if people are picking up things to see, and you can say there's a face right here just inside the red circle to the left.
Yes. Yep. Right in this area right here. Yep. You can see that. You can see something out here. But we all know that's all pareidolia. I mean, we're wanting to see that stuff. So, but this doesn't fit pareidolia.
No.
There's something there. We just don't know exactly what. And why would it take that shape?
Or it's a person.
That's what I was thinking at first was a person. But even if it was a person, as thick as this grass is, she would still have to be knelt down in the grass for it to cover her that much.
I don't think so.
We should see something past this, I would have thought.
I don't think so. Back out.
Okay.
They're on a hill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is she's either knelt down or she's over the backside of that hill to where she's just barely cresting, maybe?
Yeah, she's on top of the hill. She's just on the backside of that hill. The picture is taken from the downhill side, which makes the grass appear taller.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now but we get that from this.
Yeah.
So, and it looks like, judging from the sides here, this was a picture of a picture.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it already blurs just going into her, much less up here.
Right.
So with that means they had to have done something, or they got the original picture and created this one out of it. What do you think, Donnie?
I think it's looking good. I mean, this was submitted by the subjects in the photo, right? Those two ladies sitting there. They're the ones.
One of the two ladies here was the ones that own the picture. Yeah.
I would have liked. To me, there's three possibilities. Either they staged it, or it's the real deal, or there was just a random person back there.
Yeah, that's
I'm leaning towards it's the real deal, though.
Yeah, why would a random person be just in the middle of nowhere like that in that getup to start with?
Yeah, wearing it looks like to me she's wearing a white sundress. Is what it looks like to me. Sleeveless sundress.
Let's see. Let me see. Freaky.
That's what it looks like to me.
Here. Girl took 2 pictures and photoshopped herself. I don't think 2 pictures were taken. I think this is an enhanced version of this one because it looks like nothing has moved at all. They just cropped her down and enhanced and sharpened the image itself.
Right.
So there's 3 people there total. The 2 in the picture and the one that took the picture, who is a friend of theirs. So I'm on the fence. I mean, could it be debunked? I think we could debunk it pretty easy. I think we could recreate it pretty easy. I wish I'd have seen another picture, but obviously they weren't thinking about going out and ghost hunting. They were just taking a snapshot with each other, you know?
Right.
So, I mean, if there would have been another picture before or after, you know, within, 5 or 10 seconds or whatever, I'd have been more apt to jump on the bandwagon. But
it's either just a person,
yep,
or it's a good catch. One of the 2.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm on the fence, but I'm leaning toward the good catch side because it just doesn't make any sense that they wouldn't know somebody's out there with them, especially if you're supposedly out in the boonies. And if we ever out in the boonies and somebody came up on us like that, we'd be like, "Oh crap, we got to get out of here." So, all right. So
I'm liking this one though. I think that one's a good one.
I think it's good. I think it's a relatively good catch. I really do. All right. So this is the next one. This is the Stanley Hotel one I was talking about. This one I've seen not once, but a few times now out on Facebook, especially in different spots. Ristle's seen it too. He's on the same groups I am as far as these things go. And I've never been one for the Stanley Hotel. Okay. Everybody talks about being haunted, and even there's a note on this one about, Jim Carrey stayed in the most haunted rooms of the hotel himself, supposedly, and he left a couple hours after and has not talked about it since, supposedly. How to keep Jim Carrey from talking? Then I like the hotel, all right?
Right.
Okay. So obviously you're in the middle of a tour. And when they visited, they took the photograph of the grand mirror. So she's taking a picture of the mirror, and what's happening is behind her. Okay. And when they started looking at, and of course they got to draw us a picture and draw us a line to tell us what we need to look for.
I'm not seeing it.
What I see is an old lady with a light on her.
Oh,
she's got some sort of light back there. Okay. They're saying that woman wasn't there. I don't think that's the case. I think that woman is part of the tour. I think she's got a silhouette of some lighting from the side, maybe a natural light coming in a window or something, and it's lighting her just so it looks kind of, I don't want to say ghoulish, but ghoulish. Okay. Oh, trust me. Like she's gonna be. I ain't done. You're gonna see some tinfoil, but nothing can truly cover greatness. Okay, all right. But anyway, yeah. So as I'm looking at it, the little old lady back there that they're pointing out, she easily is part of the tour and getting some sort of lighting on her that's causing this. Because when they describe a woman in black. Let me pull up my little write-up here. There's a woman clothed in black and white standing in the background. Now, I look at it, you can't even see her clothes. How can you tell?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's too much movement. There's too many...
because it looks like there's
right
somebody
here.
else standing next.
Yeah, this guy's standing right here, and she's just on the other side of the door. It's going
well, I mean,
this
over
door.
to the left, it looks like another shoulder. Looks like her
right
shoulder and then somebody else. No,
yeah, this
the
one
left
right
of the no.
Right here.
No, the left of the lady that we're supposed to be looking at.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like another person right there.
Yeah. And like I said, where she's taking it, she's already going from the mirror back, and it's going through this door right here. So
Right.
there's too many variables. To me, that's a woman sitting back there. It's not anything paranormal. What do you think, Donnie?
It's too hard to tell because there's so many people in that. It's a crowded area.
Yeah.
That could straight up just be just another tourist.
That's exactly what I think.
Photoshop too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Judging from what I'm seeing, I don't know if she could do that or not. She might be able to do it. I don't know, but it just looks like another tourist to me. You know, and like I said, through that window, out of the mirror, it's just causing the effect she's seeing.
I think it's odd that the only thing that's looks like it's in black and white is her and the little area around her.
Yeah. And that very well could be somebody superimposed something in there, but they'd had been doing pretty good to get behind his beard, you know, to superimpose it in. So I'm not saying it can't be done, but either way, do I think it's paranormal? Not one bit. Yeah, I think so too, Roger. When I was looking at it too, I think that she's got a mask on as well.
Yeah,
is what I think. So I just covered her eyes just because, you know, the others are all blurred or pointing away. This guy was blurred, but he was still looking this way. So yeah, and Freaky, you're right. I think it would be more credible if it was a video and we're looking into the mirror and slow panning around to see what's not there. I think that would probably add a lot to it. But once again, you're on a tour. All they're doing is snapping photos. And quite frankly, most of these people on these tours don't know the basic evidence catching tactics. You know, they don't, 3 to 4 pictures in rapid succession, you know,
right.
Every time. You never do just one. Pop, pop, pop. 3 times every time. But anyway. All right. Next victim. As soon as I figure out which one I want to throw up here. All right. Person who owns this picture claims to have purchased a new CCTV camera. I'm going to tell you. Let me. Now, I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it on. Because I don't know what I'm going to be looking at for sure. But anytime somebody said they bought a new CCTV camera, I'm pretty sure they already messed with it in some way, shape, or form. Okay. So, and as I'm looking at this one, I'm going to go ahead and put it up here, the first part of it, because there's the person that owns it. They left the camera in there next to their bed to charge, and which sounds to me much like what you do with an Arlo type thing. Okay. And they decided to go out for eating. According to the uploader, the person that owned the camera or owned the picture, the camera had a motion detection setting. While they were at the pub, which tells me they're in England, the owner received a text saying that the camera detected movement and took a series of photos. When they reviewed the photos, they were shocked at what they saw. And that's where it leaves it. And this is all I've got. If it took a series of photos, why don't I have all the daggum pictures? First of all. Now, as we're looking at it, you can see whatever CCTV they got, depending on the year they got it, and if it's got motion detection and it's telling them on their cell phone, it's got to be within the last 10 years. Okay. Is my bet. I don't know of any CCTV camera in the last 10 years would take this bad of a picture. Now, you can obviously see as we look in, there's what appears to be something there. I'm still having issues with it because of the quality of the picture and with what they're telling me in the write-up. Why is it not a better picture than what it is?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I mean, it looked like a figure there.
Yeah. And honestly, there was one person in the comments that said it looked like it could actually be a medieval knight type thing, because we're looking at the arms and stuff like a suit of armor almost. But the head and hair are 100% uncovered. First time I looked at it, I thought it was just somebody without a shirt on. I don't know.
Is there a little way you said, was there another photo to show what the room looks like in comparison without all
Nope.
that?
This was all that came with it. Let me look real quick to make sure, just to be on the safe side, but I'm pretty sure this was all I got. Yeah, that's all I got with it. It's the only photo that came with this one right here. Roger's got it. Roger, yeah, it kind of looks like a hippie to me too. But if I go based only on what I'm seeing right here, okay, maybe. But my mind is just not wrapping around it. It doesn't belong there. And the more it gets worse, the more you zoom in, and it makes me think that they made this photo so bad that if you tried to zoom in, you couldn't tell anything was smudged in to start with. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, the only thing that really is a glitch for me, or a telltale. See how it breaks apart the frame of the picture behind it?
Mm-hmm.
The width of the neck and such doesn't seem to be in consistency with what you're actually looking at. You know what I mean? It looks like there's more of the frame gone than there should be. And this looks like bedhead. That's all that looks like. It looks like bedhead to me.
There's definitely something standing there because it's blocking off that. Wait, hold on. I'm looking at the picture frame.
Yeah.
I don't know. Then again, the picture, like the head starts exactly where the picture frame is. It's framed very oddly, right?
Yeah, and you go in, you can kind of see a little bit maybe behind this part that I'm thinking is a beard, and it's actually the frame.
I'm wondering if that's part of the picture now.
Well, but the top part goes above the frame, so. This is where I'm more on the tinfoil side, because now this looks like, oh, there's Tippa. Which one I got out there? I got Josh, or I got Marianne out there with Tippa? But it looks like I think it was smudged in. I think it might have been smudged in. Because you back out this torso and stuff, this could easily be pareidolia with the wall. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's so bad on quality that this could be a chair or something over there, or something against the wall that is helping create the pareidolia effect of the torso. Hey, Josh, good to see you. I'd like to hear what Josh got to say, because Josh knows this stuff backwards and forwards. So, but it just, something doesn't look quite right to me. And it makes me think that somebody might have put something in there. It's hard to see. It's hard to tell. So, what are you thinking? I mean, honestly,
it's really hard to tell, man. I mean, the background of that body, like the outline of it, it's making me think like there's something standing there.
Yeah.
Again, man, I'd really like to see another photo, like of just.
Oh, I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because this is not going to stand on its own at all. Obviously,
I'm not fully convinced, but it's suspicious in the way the body looks is suspicious. But the other thing that's making me feel suspicious the other way is the way the head is framed.
Yeah. So
it's hard to tell on this one, honestly.
And once again, my problem with it from the beginning was the fact that you just got a new CCTV camera. It's charging, and it's got a motion detector that sent something to your phone. That tells me right away it's a newer one. It's got to be within the last 10 years. That's not a picture from the last 10 years. Unless they got it, cropped it, and blew it up long before that.
Yes. Tippa's Singh.
Yeah. I'm with him 100%. It's all personal opinion, because I can't make it's too low quality. Now, would you think this would be, available in the day of the Arlos and the CCTVs that we've got nowadays? This would not even be thought of as even a picture, because of how bad the quality is. But remember,
Right.
we had that one.
But I could understand if I were the person submitting it though.
Yeah.
And I saw
Hey,
that.
look what I caught.
Knowing how I
wish they would have done more than the one. If they took a series, I really wish they'd have done more than one, and they left the raw data. If they'd left the raw picture instead of screwing with it, because it really looks like they might have actually zoomed in on it before they submitted this. So
yeah, we need a control.
Yeah, we need a control group on this one. So, but I'm still saying I don't think so. I think it's either somebody there or it's just a mistaken identity and some paranoia thrown in.
I think maybe, but there's too many question marks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, look at the corner. I mean, look at the corner right here. I know a lot of people will be looking at that first before this because of the black mass and the shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Again, something you wouldn't see normally with a newer CCTV camera like an Arlo or a Ring TV, a Ring camera. So, all right. I'm going to leave this one as it is right there because that was one of them that's kind of there, but not there. So, all right. I am going to get this other one up here and get it ready to go. Now, this one right here is an actual video. It's out on Facebook. I found it, and this is going to be an interesting one because I got no write-up, obviously, at all because it's a video, and it's in Britain, and it was on the 16th of March that this was captured on CCTV about 9:49 p.m., okay?
Okay.
Let me pull this off and add this one on now because I got to share the screen on it. All right, so with this one, I can't zoom very well, guys. So I want you to pay close attention to the area over here, okay? Okay, did you pick up on it?
That shadow that appeared?
Nope.
Where am I looking at?
Over this area right here.
Oh, it's a drink spilled. I thought that was a shadow.
Yeah, watch it.
No, a drink got knocked off.
Yeah, watch it. And it just jumps off. It didn't like it slid off or anything like that. I looked at it closely.
Close.
It's close to the edge, yeah. But I looked to see if the phone there that's next to it lit up at all, like it rung and had some vibration going on, maybe. But it literally, look how fast it just moves over. Now, I'm going to pause this for a second. If you can see, right here, there's a spider web that keeps dangling. Now, a couple of people out there were doing some creative guesswork, I guess, on this post on this one. It's definitely a spider web, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, it just kind of dangles and kind of goes back and forth with the wind. See, so it's a spider web. But they brought this up right here, which is, see this glowing light, which we can obviously see is part of the string lights, the LED lights that are going along the headboards over here and up in the corners.
Yeah.
So somebody actually said that this was a glowing orb. Okay. Obviously it's not. Obviously it's not. But they're drawing away from the one thing that is making. Watch how the bartender reacts too.
He definitely takes a look.
He hears it. You see, he hears it and comes back to it. So he knows something's happened. Now this part, obviously they're either there playing darts or something. But I can see there's somebody over here. Now let's see how they react. See how the ladies are talking right here?
Yeah,
caught them completely off guard.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Can you fake that level of reaction? She definitely reacts to it. This one, she never reacts. See? unless she's behind there enough that I can't see her head or his head or something. I don't know if it's a him or her. I can't tell. Thought it was a she, but I don't know. What you guys thought?
What are people in the chat saying?
They're saying hi to Be
Oh,
Kind.
hey, it's
Hi, Be Kind.
Hey, Be Kind. Hey, it's NAC.
Yeah, there you go. That was the first thing I was looking for. The vibration of water under the glass. Yeah, it can make it easily slide.
Especially when it's so close to the edge like that.
Yeah, that's why I
like
looked.
If it would be a different thing if it was like in the middle of the table and then it slowly. Yeah.
I mean, being that close to the edge, first of all, and that's the other thing I thought of right off the bat was, why would you leave a drink that close to the edge of the table too? You know what I mean? Now, I can't see how far on it is, but it could easily, if I could zoom in on this better, I would have, because you could see when it's sitting there. I'm going to pause it. It could easily be over the edge of it right there.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking for the vibration, but, I can't see that phone lighting up. And the way she reacted, the only thing I can think of is that some way, shape, or form, they figured out a way to get it to vibrate and come off. I don't know that it's level. I don't know that it's not level, obviously, but just from what we're seeing, it just looks like, hey, something knocked this sucker off.
Yeah.
If I could have seen the thing move a little bit up or whatever, I could say, okay, somebody's got a wire on it or something. You know what I mean? But it doesn't do that. It just goes straight off.
Right.
I really wish I could see this guy over here, but actually it looked like the top got pushed, didn't it? See if it does it again. Okay. I never know how many times it's going to loop before it stops. Watch the top. Did it look like the top might have moved a little bit?
I try to do it one more time.
It's coming again.
I mean, it's so close to the edge, though. It's hard to tell.
It wouldn't take much. It wouldn't take much at all for it to do it.
It wouldn't take much at all. It's just got to budge like just a few centimeters, and it's over.
I am going to slow this to half speed here.
It looks like a cool place to drink, though.
Yeah, it does.
I wouldn't mind drinking there with some people. All
right, we're going at half speed. Let's see what we get with the half speed here. So he's slowing it down just that little bit.
Yeah.
It just looks like it tips over. So it could easily have just been too close to the edge and condensation and so forth.
Right.
See if I can catch it just right. Okay, so there it is when it first starts moving right there. I wish I could zoom in, but see the blur now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm at a loss on it. I really am.
Do we know anything about the bar itself or the pub itself?
They didn't put anything. I don't even know which bar it is. I just know it's in England because of and that's just deductive reasoning because of the way the camera is done. And I know it's a pub, and I don't know a whole lot of places that do a corner booth like that with a chess game. Okay.
Right.
So I'm assuming England is what it is. It could be Ireland, could be anywhere, but I don't think it's stateside. I don't think it's stateside.
I can't even remember the last time I played chess at a bar. That would be fun.
Yeah, I did it in Germany a little bit when I used to go to the Irish pub.
I used to do that at the Irish pub when I was living in Korea.
You get some heated chess matches in those, though.
They
tend to get a little crazy. See if I can catch this again. Wait. Time out. You see the how it starts to tilt, right? Right off the bat, the straw moves.
Didn't
notice it before, but watch.
Man, I wish you could zoom in.
I do too. Like I said, this is out on Facebook, so I don't have access to get out there and actually download the video and actually put it up on the screen. But freaky. Yeah, freaky. I don't know why the chair needed either, but the chair's got a daggum cell phone there as well. So, yeah, and Nemo's right. Given the position of the chairs, the glass may not belong to either one of the chairs. And I can't tell you why. I know this gives you the vibe of it being staged. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the way it's set up. But I don't see anything that would facilitate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't see a line. I don't see any kind of a wire or anything, but there's got to be something because it caught them off guard and it catches him off guard.
It could just be the condensation and it being at the edge of the table. Yeah.
It very well could be. So I'm on the fence on it. I love bar videos, with stuff flying off of tables and crap. I really love them because it's like very hard to fake it sometimes, but you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, John, you're right. It's right on the edge, and we can't, because I can't zoom in properly and do a good look at it. I can't tell if that edge of that glass is even over the edge, possibly the way it looks right there, which would make it no issue of how a strong wind could blow it over. You know what I mean? Let's see if I can.
That thing looks like it was ready to go over.
Yeah, it won't let me zoom. It'll let you zoom, but it won't let me zoom. Yeah, so I'm going to go with on this one. I'm on the fence. Again, I'm on the fence on this one. But don't worry, we've got more coming. Because this next one, wow, this is an interesting one on this, because this one caught me a little off guard. I mean, I kind of want to believe type on this one, but let's see, get on there. Where are you at? Right there. This next one, and let me read you a little excerpt that we got for it. Last summer, my father moved to an old house in the forest of Sweden. This is from Sweden. The house used to be a train station back in time, and sent me this screen capture from a security camera. He got a notice of movement on his phone, checked the cameras, his surveillance cameras, because he cages with dogs, and he has chickens and turkeys nearby, so he has to put his dogs up. All right, so in the security app on the phone, he saw something or someone at the swings. He went to the window, didn't see anything, looked down on his phone, and the live view from the camera, the thing was still there when he looked at it on his camera. It just happened a couple of weeks ago, from what he's saying. But this was, what I've got here is from July of 24. Okay, so we're talking about July 24, and it's 10 o'clock at night. Okay, this is his initial camera. Now, you remember what I was saying about the CCTV cameras with the notices on motion control and stuff, motion notifications and stuff? Look how clear this one is compared to what that other one was.
Yeah.
So as we're looking at it, it's dusk time is what it is. It's around dusk is what I'm thinking, because you got a little light over here, but it's July and in Sweden, so it's going to be light a lot in Sweden in July. So as you can see, it's 2,245 hours. So that's 10:45 on July 28th of last year. I'm going to zoom in what we got. Obviously, you got the dog cages back here. And
how tall is that thing?
According to the thing, the swing set was 2 meters tall. So, yeah, swing set is about 2 meters tall. So that's about a 6-foot person. And we want to obviously think it's a woman, but I got issues with this one though. Obviously. Now this is the raw picture, obviously.
2 meters, like what, 6'6"?
About 6 foot. About 6 foot. Because it's 39 inches, so you're talking, well, yeah, about 6'6". So you're about right. I don't know.
That's a tall ghost.
Well, the other thing issue I got is, is this swing set so black compared to everything else?
That could just be because of the way it's painted. I mean, that could be.
Could be, but doesn't even look like it goes all the way to the ground.
Right. It just looks like a. Yeah, it does look.
It looks like it's superimposed there, doesn't it? Because you know, you got these trees over here that are blocking and obscuring it as well. Now, when you go to the next one where they kind of cropped in a little bit, a little bit crappier. It's not as good. Obviously, he's done his enhancement. He's cropped it, so it's not as good a quality when we start zooming in. But now, Tippa says we still have some glare. So swing set painted in, have some glare. So that's what I was thinking with Josh. I was thinking that maybe somebody used paint or something and got the swing set in there. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't look like it belongs. I know I'm sitting there looking at the swing set itself versus the actual what's supposed to be a ghost, but when something doesn't belong, it don't belong, you know. If they're thinking you're looking at it like this, you're not going to zoom in and inspect it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when we start to zoom in, and this is at 66%, we get to the 100% mark right here. That's the full size of this crop. Okay.
D. Kind says the swing set and her belt look Photoshopped.
Yes.
It does kind of look Photoshopped a bit.
And then the last one on this one, they do this. Now, once we get to this level of cropping and enhancing, I start checking out a little bit, okay? Because now I can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Nemo. It didn't. The swing set does not appear to be attached to the ground at all. It's just hanging there.
NEC says, we got a camera off Temu that said it took color pictures and videos, but we got pics like this.
Yeah, well, that's. I'm
that's
sorry.
What you get for shopping at Temu. Sorry,
Temu. I'm sorry. That if you're going to do something like these right here, your best bet's the Arlos or the rings.
Chinese products at their finest.
Well, I imagine most of those are Chinese parts and stuff as well. But
yeah,
you've got so many layers of maintenance and stuff like that with the rings or the Arlos. The sensors are better. There's better night vision. There's better clarity. I mean, it just it's different between night and day and the stuff you buy on it. So, but like I said, they did that. Zoomed in. The original's right here, and when I zoom in on the original, I don't get any of that pixelation that you saw from before, right?
Right.
But there's just it looks painted in. For what Josh says, pixelation looks different up close. Also, yeah, you're sure right, it does. But why is everything else pixelating but that? The swing set. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Everything else out here is pixelating except for that swing set. So, yeah, guys, these three, I'm just going to go ahead and do that because I'm pretty sure somebody's been playing around with something on this one.
Yeah, especially on that swing set. It's iffy looking.
Well, I mean, most dog kennels, and these look like regular dog kennels, are about 6 foot. So I can see that being about 6 foot, but not 6'6". And quite frankly, like I said, there's no shadow for it, and you still got sunlight. You should have some sort of shadow coming off of it. I mean, you can see the shadow right here at the base of the kennels. You know what I mean? Cattywampus swing set. There you go, Nick. It very well could be too, but like I said, it just doesn't. If something don't land right, it don't land right. So, and Texas completely gone now. He just said, "Heck with y'all, I'm gone."
He just disappeared for good.
Yeah. He said, "Bye, guys. Y'all mean to me." Oh, okay, well, but anyway, I think this was probably definitely a setup at best. So. All right, so let's see. I'm going to look here for one. We got one on the trailer. This one is from Pennsylvania, and there was a Slovenian festival. I didn't even know they had Slovenian festivals in Pennsylvania. And these two were taking a picture. They learned later that there's a little girl that tragically drowned in a nearby river many years ago. During the trip, they took the snapshot photo, and when they got home, once again, there was no way behind them, but they found this.
The people in the subjects in the photo are the ones who submitted it?
Yes.
And see, that one looks more convincing if it turns out that they were, if they're clearly
They said there was no kids in the area. Now, once again, I'll read it verbatim what I took it straight off of the post. It says here, a couple of years ago, my friends and I visited a friend's trailer in Pennsylvania for the Slovenian festival. I later learned that a little girl had tragically drowned in a nearby river. During the trip, we took a Snapchat photo while our friends were posing. No one was behind them at the time. Now, obviously, there's somebody over here, though, as you can see as well. But there's supposedly not supposed to be anybody over here. Since that incident, strange things have happened, especially with streetlights. After one unsettling experience during our stay, we walked back home feeling a very strong, almost threatening presence. As we passed by, the streetlights flickered, and it did not stop there. We returned to Ohio. The same thing happened whenever we walked by streetlights. A few mornings after we got back, I woke up with a strange mark on my back and on the back of my neck. It wasn't a bug bite, and it faded after a couple of weeks. Oddly enough, the flickering lights stopped after that. I'm not for sure if the little girl was trying to communicate with us or if she felt some sort of connection. What chills me most is that her face captured in the photo is blurry and indistinct, but I feel an eerie sensation every time I look at it. Okay. At least she was well thought out and articulate about what she's trying to say. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the biggest issue I got with it now, of course, Josh is saying the color saturation doesn't match, or is he might be talking about the swing set still though. This girl is, I'm with that, solid. That little girl is solid right there.
Yeah.
Why are the eyes glowing though? I mean, obviously maybe the flash where they just use flash photography. I understand that. But she's kind of right. I mean, the face is more indistinct. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Actually, that's okay. The girl has more of a red tint to her. I can't see, and maybe Josh could help with this one too, because I see down here. It looks, I know we're pixelating like crazy, but it really looks like maybe we got some sort of lay in on this, or not necessarily paint, but you can see the issues around the face, and maybe it was superimposed somehow, overlaid in, shopped in. I hate to say it like that, but shopped in. Usually you could tell, or have a little bit of something you could tell with. I'm not really seeing it with this. And he's, like I said, Josh is an expert on this stuff. He knows what he's looking at with it. So if he sees something that I'm not seeing, but the eyes, this whole area is just messed up. Now, what also could be is, hey, we got this picture. We're going to go and smudge up this face a little bit, so it makes it look like we don't know what's back there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I can kind of see what B kind of saying, almost like it has a beard right in this area right here. But I consider that more of like the shadow thing. I don't know. It's she's on the rail, it looks like to us there, John. It looks like she's on the rail.
Which is kind of weird because I don't think the rail is that thick that she could just kneel on that. Like,
yeah. I mean, we're talking about, look how big it is right there. I mean, you're talking about 4 to 6 inches probably is what I'm betting that rail is. Could she do it? Yeah, but she'd have to be a small girl. And I don't know, in that situation, how many parents would let their kids get on that rail like that without somebody around them. But
see, personally, I find this one more convincing for a couple of reasons. One,
yeah,
this looks like a photo that someone would take naturally. Not like the first one where you have those two ladies sitting in that meadow.
yeah,
Where it's
yeah,
like, why would they be posing in that area when all these people like were killed by the cartel or whatever?
exactly.
It just seems like a random spot to be. This one looks more like, oh, this is a photo we're taking for like Instagram or whatever, right? So
Yeah.
it looks like a photo that they would take. The other thing is, like, there's nothing in the rule books that a ghost can't look solid in a
Yeah,
photo,
no.
right?
And it can be as clear as day.
Yeah.
In fact, I've seen some of them that I can't debunk, that I'd have to go off of what they say. Hey, there's nobody there,
Assuming,
but there is
yeah.
somebody there. Yeah.
Assuming that they're not, assuming good faith, right? Assuming
Yes.
they're not trying to pull our chain or nothing.
Yeah.
This one to me is the most convincing one that I've seen so far.
Yeah. And Josh says there's an easy trick on the overlay. Take the picture and take pictures of the screen, call it original. You're right. I mean, now this is where we'd have to get into metadata and all that other stuff when it comes to the pictures. But the more I keep looking at this one, I mean, she doesn't belong. If it's this kind of party that it sounds like the Slovenian festival, but there's going to be kids there. And behind her head, this coming up here, some people hey, that's smoke out there. No, it's a fountain. There's a fountain out in that area of the river, is what I'm betting, because that's what it looks like. It looks like a fountain with the wind blowing it. Come to think of it, I think we can see that there's a fountain right here, if I'm not mistaken. See how it goes up and past the back of her head? I think that's the fountain right there. So there's this person over here doing whatever he's doing or she's doing. You got them doing their little fun little thing. And you're right. This is a normal picture. It's literally a normal picture. They're just having a good old time. And she sees that little girl there. What do you... I would be freaked out too, but I sure as heck wouldn't think it's demonic or it's following me or it's trying to scratch me or trying to hurt me. If it is the little girl that drowned in the river.
Red eyes, though.
Yeah, that's the other part. The eyes are what got me, but I'm trying to justify them based off just the flash that is being taken. But I don't think so, because if I take these two off, they don't have any red eyes at all. Okay, I'll just tell you that from the get go, they did not have red eyes, but there's eye shine there. So I'm on the fence on this one. And you're right. It's more plausible than any of the others, really.
Yeah.
Especially if we go on, like I said, we go on their word that this is what happened, which, wow. Why would you not? I mean, street lights, okay, yeah, something may be following you around and maybe something attached to you from the area, but I don't think it would be the little girl. I really don't. So when you're back away from it and you're not at 100%, it just looks like a little girl there. But when you zoom in and start looking at her face, that's stuff that shouldn't be there. The pixelation and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think it should be there. She's not as solid as they are. I don't think. I could be wrong, but I don't think.
And plus, her being on the top of the rail like that is kind of unnatural.
Yeah.
Assuming it's thickness, of course,
Yeah, because it just looks like her knees are tucked up, her legs are tucked up underneath her. I wouldn't think there'd be enough room on that for her to tuck her knees and stay that centered on it. But then again, we still don't know the length or the width of the actual rail right there. And it's stone, it looks like. So I can't tell if that's a grill over there. So, I mean, maybe it's a little bit wider than what we're thinking. I don't know. But it's still weird. It's still weird, especially if I go off of face value alone and what I'm being told alone. It's weird.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get this there we go. I'll bring it up a little bit more so I can look at it more full screen and see. You see a little bit more of him over here, but yeah, we just can't see enough to determine what the actual width of that is. So anyway,
but I think in my opinion, this is the best one so far.
yeah. That's the only reason I brought it up, because I was like, I can't explain it with what they tell me. I can't explain this one. I can't. Only way I could debunk it is to, or change it or say anything about it, is to put a child behind them and retake the picture. And be kind. The light source compared to the light on our image. The only thing I know of this is for sure got a flash on it. Now you've also got the street lamp / whatever porch lights or walk lights, whatever those are on the poles right here. But that's all you're going to have other than what's outside with her. These guys are in here. She's out there and looks like probably a good, 4 or 5 foot at least behind them is what I'm looking at. And obviously these out here are lamps that are out on the fence or out on the walk below them, because look at the shadow of the poles. So it's pushing it this way. So okay, so Josh's like, okay, so if she was image reversed, it would make more sense with the post light. Yeah, I can see that too. Yeah, there's a walkway outside the ledge there, Gary. Yeah, definitely, because those are street lamps or whatever they might be. These are past. This light here is out past the actual ledge and such. You can see it shining down on this guy over here, and it's pushing the shadow of this pole this way. But it's outside of the I shouldn't say outside, but the power of the flash that they're using has pushed to where you're not getting the shadow of the girls right here, or the girls right here, or him right there. So, but this is just how you want to look at it type thing. So, okay, let's see. We got to look at the light on the foreground and from the same direction as her sleeve. Okay. Of the little girl's sleeve, I'm assuming.
You get an idea of the width of the railing.
Yeah. That's why we were thinking about 4 to 6 inches, actually probably, I'd say 4 to 6 inches, because this is probably 8 to 10. This pillar right here, that's probably an 8 to 10. So I was thinking this was 4 to 6. Girl's sleeve. Okay, so I'm trying to see where she's talking about right here. Are you talking about the left sleeve, or are you talking about the right sleeve? Yeah, Gary. I think that it could be 12 inches as well. It could be.
Yeah.
But that would make this pillar bigger than the 12, and normally the pillars in this situation would have been 12, I would have thought. But we can't tell exactly what they are, but they do look like cap rocks, yes. But I'm trying to see where Be Kind on the right sleeve. On her right or my right? Because if you're talking about here, that's the light.
No, the girl's right sleeve.
This one? The little girl?
No, the girl's right sleeve.
This one over here?
That one, yeah.
Okay. I see a sweater is what I see more than anything else. I see a sweater, and that's kind of what I see. I mean, yeah, Gary, they could be 24, or they could be the 16-inch center type, so as far as the pillar goes. If they're telling me the truth, if they're telling me exactly what happened here, I'd say good catch.
Yeah.
My scientific mind, however, looks at it and says, hey, y'all got a little girl back there on the ledge. Just because y'all don't know she's there doesn't mean she's not there. Because she is, like I said, very solid. And I'm wondering if the flash is really causing the red eye effect, or the eye shine effect.
But if she was on the ledge like that behind him while they were taking a photo, don't you think they would have noticed that?
I would have thought so. Yes. Yeah. But once again, we're having to trust in what's being said, and everybody on the internet tells.
Well, at the end of the day, all of these photos, you have to trust that they're in good faith, right?
You have to. Now, some of them you just obviously look at and like, okay, guy, I know you're trying to mess with us, all right? But if what they're telling me, yes, this is a good catch. This is a hell of a catch, quite frankly.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, my scientific mind and my I hate to say it like this, the skeptical part of my mind is going, I don't know. Something just ain't jiving for me, but hey. Now these could be, not teenage ladies or anything like that. These could be, in their 20s and such. And if they're at a party like a festival or something like that, they're not going to be carrying around a little kid most of the time. Now, some people carry their sisters or their little cousins or whatever and take care of them while they're doing it. But I'll have to look at their faces again and see if she resembles them. But I didn't think she did when I first looked at it. So I'm just going to sit there and say, right now, good catch. Because if I'm looking at it this, and I'm going to put it full screen so I can look at it a little bit more, but even zooming in, I want to get the full picture, but as big as the screen gets, yeah, I mean, I had to go with what they tell me. If they tell me that's what it is, I'm going to have to believe it for right now because I can't debunk it any other way.
Right.
So
you can't assume bad faith.
Yeah. So either way, I've actually got one more, but I'm gonna look at it first because I think I grabbed it because it was one of those that's like, this ought to be funny. Yeah, I'm gonna do it out of spite.
All right.
This one, I got this from Tex really, but supposedly this is a juvenile Sasquatch in a remote trail cam.
Ooh,
okay.
Sasquatch.
No, it's not a gorilla that escaped from your local neighborhood zoo. What do you think? Bigfoot minds want to know. And I will put it out there right now. This came out of Boise Bigfoot online, put onto the Ghosts of London group. Okay. But.
Oh, man. What do you guys think? Is that a Bigfoot?
My twitch is coming back here.
Your spidey senses are tingling?
I'm just looking at this thing. When I saw it, I was like, number one, whoever owns this photo and whoever owns that camera needs to take it back and get it refunded for a new one, okay? That's the worst picture off of a trail cam I think I've ever seen in my life. Okay? That being said, it's a full-on, it's not a night vision camera. It's a full-on flash that caught it. Zooming in, I really think this is superimposed. Judging from that shadow back there.
Oh, be nice, Nemover. He says Rachel Zegler.
Hey, I've already heard the horror stories about the movie. Okay, so the way I understand it, she's actually the only shining light of the movie. All right, so
because like fake.
Yeah, I think it's fake too. I really think somebody put something in there and then blurred it all up.
I think I'm going to be the contrarian here, Randy. I think that the lid's been blown off the jar, my friend. We got ourselves a full-on Bigfoot. It has been achieved.
Oh, I want to give this to you so you can use it in your next Church Dogman show, okay? And put it up against Dogman.
What's with the background shadow? Well, I mean, if it's a flash.
Yeah, but the problem is here,
it's AI.
Yeah, it is. Well, I don't even say it's AI. I think somebody just literally hand drew it or hand put it together and blurred it up. But you see this back here, this shadow over here is so dark you don't see anything, right? But you get here, it's not dark enough to obscure the tree that's back there. It obscures the tree here, but not back here. Yeah, I'm sorry. Most trail cams don't do full-blown daggum flashes either, not at night. It's all night vision. So, and for the sake of everybody out here, I'll get on that passive IR rant again that expedition Bigfoot went on one time about how the passive IR does this. Passive IR is a motion sensor. Okay. It detects heat. Okay. That causes the IR illuminators to flash to take the night vision pictures and videos. Passive IR is not a light. Okay. That's my soapbox. I'm done.
Man, you were really angry at that episode. I remember you texted me after watching that.
I was hot.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, gum, dude, you don't have to treat us like we're complete idiots. All right. And I mean, just the stuff he designed and everything we're going to block it for this. And then how are you going to get the picture if you block it? Because you're blocking the IRs. It's going to help illuminate it to take the picture.
Yeah.
But that episode, but the episode after that, they kind of got a little redemption because something came along the backside of it and pushed it out of the way anyway. So I laughed. I was like, see, dummy. Okay, I'm done with that. I'll stop now. I'll quit harping on it because that season is done and I don't have to deal with it no more. Well, guys, no Brandy this time. We had some fun though. Tex copped out.
Sorry to disappoint, guys.
Yeah, he's not as pretty as Brandy, I know, but he's got some good points here and there. But
almost as pretty, but not quite.
We still don't know what we're doing on Wednesday night yet, do we?
No, we're doing Southeast Asian ghost stories. Remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry, I slept since then. You told me that. Yeah, Southeast Asian ghosts. That's good. I like that. I got to do some research on some of the other ones, so especially
they got some gnarly stories in that part of the world, man.
When we did jungle training, I got to do a little jungle training in one of the Philippine islands. I say Philippines, it was more like wasn't Philippines, it was Indonesia, but the island, it wasn't Komodo, but it was the island had Komodo dragons on it. And
like Borneo?
No, it wasn't Borneo. It was it was one of the little islands.
But it was next to Komodo Island.
Yeah, it wasn't too far from it.
Yeah.
But the guy that was instructing was a little Filipino guy. I mean, he's about this tall, whatever. He looks up. He said, because all of us had already done the what's called JOTC in the Army, for jungle training. And he looked at all of us and says, I don't want to sound bad about it because I'm like, you do jungle training for 2 weeks and you jungle expert. I in jungle for 40 years and I'm not jungle expert. And he was right. We went through hell and, we almost shot a Komodo dragon coming out of the daggum woods. He was walking up the road and my buddy turned around. He pulled his sidearm and he had it locked and loaded and the guy jumps. And he's like, no, you can't shoot them. Those are considered sacred and they are a god to them. And I'm like, well, I'm going to stay away from him because I don't want him even touching me.
Yeah, I wouldn't get near those things, man.
They're not fun. They're not fun.
Not fun.
But anyway, we are going to see y'all on Wednesday for sure. And Donnie, you're going to have something on Saturday. What'd you do this Saturday? Now that I think about it.
I had a free for all. You were invited, but you weren't available.
I wasn't here. Yeah, I had my little.
We were just. I had Paul on and Rob and Krista, and we were talking about mostly food, and I was telling them a bunch of gross Asian food stories.
Ooh,
it was a fun time. Oh, and guys, I will be dropping a pre-record sometime soon, just as a make good for not being around the previous weekend. So look out for that one.
Rock on.
Yep.
All right. Well, then I guess we'll see you on Wednesday when we get back here. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't knock everything off.
Wednesday.
Be careful, man. See y'all later. Y'all have fun. Bye.